How are we doing, guys? It's Luke here of SimBoxx. This is my short and snappy SimBoxx prediction for Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas. Benn versus Vargas headlines the Matchroom card going down this weekend, Saturday, April 10th, live on Sky Sports and Dazn. Conor Benn 17-0 with 11 knockouts. Last time out, he put on a career best performance when he defeated Sebastian Formella by way of unanimous decision, and it was a very dominant and accomplished performance by Conor Benn, in which he performed in a way that we've not seen from him before. You know, he wasn't this rugged, raw, brawling type. He actually shown some really good boxing ability. It was very, very impressive, and one that really made people sit up and take notice in terms of Conor Benn. Not only is Nigel Benn's son, but as Conor Benn the boxer as well. So really, really exciting times with Conor Benn. I was massively impressed with the performance over Sebastian Formella. The victory was a career best, as I say. It moves him to 17-0 with 11 knockouts. A very exciting boxer is Conor Benn. This week, Eddie Hearn has made comments to say that he believes Conor Benn will go on to become the next British pay-per-view star, which is very, very high praise and adds a lot of pressure to a young man that is already dealing with a lot of pressure, given that his surname is Benn and he's trying to follow in the footsteps of his dad, Nigel Benn, a great, all-time great British boxer. Opposing Benn this weekend is Samuel Vargas, a very, very seasoned and experienced operator, but an operator that is much past his best. His recent form is very checkered. He has some wins on his record recently, but those have come against lesser opposition, and each time he stepped up his level of opponent, he's been found out. You know, a couple of years back he was knocked out by Errol Spence, he's been knocked out by Danny Garcia, and more recently by Virgil Ortiz, the terrific young undefeated American welterweight prospect. So when it comes to Samuel Vargas, he'll be most well known in the UK for when he fought Amir Khan. I think it was back in 2018. He dropped Amir Khan in that fight in the second round. He was dropped himself, so he's shown that he's dangerous, but he's also shown that he has those vulnerabilities. But he did push Amir Khan the full 12 rounds. He's also lost on points, more recently to a faded Luis Collazo. So with Samuel Vargas, he has got the name. He's been there, he's done that, he's got the experience. He's never really cut it at elite level at 147 pounds, but he has been in there with some elite operators, and that is, of course, Eddie Hearn's selling point when it comes to this fight, that he's putting Vargas in there for Conor Benn as a kind of measuring stick, as a yardstick to see how Conor Benn does against somebody that has been in with elite operators such as Spence, Garcia, Ortiz. I think it's the loss to Virgil Ortiz which we should be mostly comparing Conor Benn's performance with, should he go in there and get the victory on Saturday, because Virgil Ortiz is one of the most exciting young talents in world boxing, and he operates at 147 pounds. How do I see this fight going down? I think at 24 years of age, Conor Benn is yet to even touch his physical peak. He's got a lot of growing to do, he's got a lot of developing to do, but that fight against Formella did show a lot of improvements. He's shown that he's on the right track under trainer Tony Sims, but it was his impassioned post-fight interview that impressed me most. The way he described that, you know, he doesn't have to box, he's comfortable away from boxing, and the old adage from Marvin Hagler that it's difficult to get up and run when you sleep in silk pyjamas. Well, Conor Benn said it's difficult to get up and run when you wake up in silk pyjamas and you sit in a heated Range Rover seat with a heated steering wheel. He still goes out there and he still outperforms everybody else in the gym, and that is just a testament to the desire of the man. And I think this fight is perfectly made for Conor Benn to look good. I think Samuel Vargas will pose a different threat to Sebastian Formella in that he's going to be a bit more of a brawler. He's not going to look to outbox Conor Benn. He's going to stand and trade and make it a shootout, and ultimately that for me will be his downfall. He will try and get into a firefight with Conor Benn, but Conor Benn, being the younger, fresher, much stronger man, will ultimately come out on top. My prediction for this fight will be an explosive Conor Benn knockout in round 6 or round 7. I think it's tailor-made for him to look good and to make a statement, and moving forward I'd love to see Conor Benn in some more 50-50 type domestic dust-up, certainly with the likes of Chris Jenkins, Michael McKinson, Josh Kelly, and then move on to European title level with the likes of David Avanesian before hopefully reaching world title level. Big aspirations, I know, big expectations, of course, with that surname. But guys, thanks for checking out my prediction today. Let me know in the comments below, get the discussion going, and let me know how you see this fight going. Do you believe Conor Benn will live up to the hype? Do you believe he lives up to the hype that Eddie Hearn has set for him in being the next pay-per-view star? Let me know in those comments below. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We've got a lot of great content on the way. Check us out across social media, at SimBoxx on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for